Anyway, guys, we gotta catch this game. Let's not talk about my name. Mezzo Wars hype. Love it. Love it. Mayans. Mayans, one of my favorite civs. Viper, he's here in the yellow, and then we have Yinghua in the blue. Viper won last game, but Yinghua won the game before that. You should see that in the scores. And I'm actually gonna start with Yinghua's map, because this is kind of awkward. It's very, very tight map. He's woodline on the left, woodline above, which is very nice. Back gold, which is very nice, but he doesn't have space to run. He is stuck here. If he starts losing some fights, he loses everything. Now, he will wall, so for him, this is good. He can wall here, maybe even wall here, wall here. Like, this is actually a perfect wall for a Chinese player. Here, here, and here. But I just feel like he doesn't have the space. The stones are... There's one there, and the other one is located out in this area. Which could be of worry if he wants to get plumed archers at some point in this game. Viper's map, he does have an open map in comparison. Woodline on the left-hand side on a small hill, woodline forward on a hill, and then gold below. His stones, he has his stone here next to his secondary gold, and there should be another stone out here. There you go. Now, I don't know how many games you guys have watched me cast from Viper over the past like 2 hours, and I don't know how many games you've seen from Viper over the past week, but his maps have not been good. And over the past however many years he's been playing, like half a decade or more, he has always gotten good maps. Like it just felt like that. So they would always say Viper map hacks. So I feel like the game is punishing Viper for not playing as frequently, and it's just giving him poor maps. That's what I think is happening here. That's what I like to think. Alright, the scout conflict here, and Viper's gonna win that one if Yinghua stays in the fight. Thanks for the follows. The Mayan metagame is kind of it's always drush into crossbows. That's the meta, drush into crossbows and plumed archers. But we've seen a change of pace recently with Mezzo civs, where we see a lot of man-at-arms and feudal aggression, which is really, really nice to see. I don't think Yinghua is that type of player, though. Since he walls so much, he's mainly a drush, FC, crossbow, plume type of player. Meanwhile, Viper, he just does whatever he wants. I don't... Oh! What? He's walling. What? Viper is walling. Alert, alert. Viper is walling the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 palisades. 16. He went from not making one when he needed it to 16. That escalated quickly. Man, that's mind-blowing stuff. But he should wall it off. He should wall it off. He just... He normally doesn't, so... I'm very surprised. Ah, the villager! Very close to going down. Alright. There's the barracks from Yinghua. He's definitely gonna wall this up. He's definitely gonna wall this up. Look at this. Just like I said. Perfect scouting. Perfect wall. Viper should already sense this and know this if he's scouted the map correctly. Well enough. I mean, he sees these two choke points and sees the houses. He should know what's gonna happen here. And sadly, what you have to do when your opponent walls is you have to wall yourself. But this is a pretty good map. If he completes these walls, this is a very good map for him. Looks a lot better once the walls are up, doesn't it? I was like, it's good. It's not great. Yeah, this is an amazing map. Because that stone's not anywhere close to these walls. You can wall this off. Palisade walls are pretty strong. I was thinking about asking Yinghua to play in the No Wall mod series, but I thought he would not be interested. I don't know what you guys think. Did ask Viper though. Didn't happen, obviously. Okay, so Drush is gonna come out from both players. Viper's Drush is here. I really want to see somebody send their drush this direction. I know it's not going to happen because they haven't scouted there, but I want to see the wolves attack. And actually, I heard wolves. I heard wolves. Somewhere. Oh, there you go. There are the wolves. Viper's just lost his eagle, which is actually not good at all. Eagles are always good to have in the fight. And I thought he had an advantage earlier as well, if you remember. And here we go. Here's the Drush conflict. Honestly, since the walls are going up, this is useless. But the one good thing about the walls is it's going to be a long game. It should be a long game. Oh, shit. I spilled something on... I gotta fix this, guys. I spilled water. So that thing that fell, it was a fruit cup. And I don't know if you remember me saying that. I don't know if it was before the game or after the game. I spilled a fruit cup. And it had like juice in it or something. Because I don't eat the juice. It fell off my desk and I was hearing this noise. And it fell onto my my backup battery like surge protector, which is like an expensive piece of equipment. Sorry about that. I just wiped it all off. It's not making any weird noises anymore. It's not like I can unplug everything from it because the stream would go offline, so I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that the fruity juices don't get to the equipment. Seriously, my life right there. Spilling fruity juices on electronics is stupid stuff. But as I was saying, FCs are going to come in and the long game is expected. Interesting that we actually see a blacksmith market from Yinghua. He didn't go for the archery range. Maybe he wants to abuse the market and he's going to stonewall. Okay, so we're going to see a longer game. That really scared me. That really scared me. I'm glad that I actually went over and looked at it. Like, I'm glad I glanced. I guess we'll have... there's nothing I can do now. I wiped it all off. And whatever liquid is in that is hopefully evaporating now. 2 ranges from Viper, so difference in styles. Because Viper's not on stone. He is not looking to get a castle up. Meanwhile, Yinghua, he is stonewalling and he's on stone. I hate to say it, but Yinghua's approach is better here. Like, Viper's crossbows are going to do nothing. As disgusting as this is, as easy as this is, yeah. It's the better approach. What is the name of my cousin's dog? Is this a joke that I'm about to enjoy very much? Or is that an actual question? Because I don't think I know the name of my cousin's dogs. I'm guessing it's a joke. Jokes are welcome here. I guess you can compare the economies. Yinghua, I mean, he can go up to the extra town centers. Viper can. He went 2 ranges. I don't know. Both players can stonewall. Both players can wall up an awful lot. Viper is yet to stonewall, but if he does that, he can buy himself time after he realizes there's stone walls here. But this is the importance of your scout. If Viper had his scout, he would have known what's going on here. I doubt Viper would have gone to 2 ranges, which are really expensive, by the way. I doubt he would have gone to 2 ranges if he had his eagle alive to scout the walls. And remember, he lost his eagle here before I had to stop and check whatever's going on in my room. But there's a town center from Yinghua. He shouldn't really be worried about getting that castle up quickly. That's just my opinion. I feel like Oh gosh, every time something freezes now, I'm gonna freak out and think that it's my technology. But you shouldn't be worried about getting the castle up because there's stone walls. You can just boom his economy. 3 TCs as mines is more than enough. What's my social security number? Well, that's not a joke. I'm not gonna tell you that. Where am I from? I am from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, which is in the United States. Viper, let's take a look at his economy. See, he's not even up to a second town center. He's gonna fall way behind. He should get it up shortly. I'm not sure where he's gonna put it, but once the plumed archers come out from Yinghua in like 5 minutes, once he gets the castle up, it's gonna be real rough for Viper. It's gonna be difficult. There's a lot of lag between these players, so that's why the spec lag is happening. I might fix here in a second, but there's a town center from Viper. I think the name of my first grade teacher was oh gosh, I think I remember it actually. No, I think the one I'm thinking of is my 3rd grade, Mrs. Mishik. I'm sure she's watching right now. She's very proud at where I am in life. Casting Age of Empires. I'm thinking... I want to say Kimmel, but that makes me laugh because Jimmy Kimmel is a Tonight Show, or is a, you know, Tonight Show host, so... I guess I wouldn't have known that as a kid. Who knows? Shot it. Alright, crossbows from Viper. Viper, I don't think it's gonna work well for him. Siege Workshop on the front. How is Viper gonna do anything? He sees the stone walls now. How is he gonna do anything against this? Maybe the Siege Workshop is just in defense. Probably a better guess from me, because he's not gonna be able to push in through the stone walls, especially with that good castle placement from Yinghua. But if he keeps the Maginot and the crossbows up on the hill, he can maybe protect the woodline and the stone. But Yinghua knows this is here. Remember, he had the 1 militia here, pestering away at those walls. Now that I will give an actual answer to. The T90 did come from the football shoes.
Would you rather get shot by a siege onager 1 time or a skirmisher 100 times?
I guess it depends what unit I am, because if I love the way that bot says that stuff. It's so funny. I guess if I were an Eagle Warrior, I would definitely choose the skirmishers. Definitely choose the skirmishers. Or a cataphracts or something, I don't know. I guess if it was 100 times, that wouldn't work out for me with the Eagles, because they still do 1 damage. Don't know why I'm actually thinking about this, but thank you for the donation. Here's his forward Maginot from Viper. He's denying the university. I guess the question is, can I micro, or do I have to just stand there and let it hit me in the face? If I have to let that siege onager hit me in the face, I'm probably going to choose the skirms every time. But if I can micro, that adds an interesting element to this fake situation. Alright, let's see how many plumes Yinghua has. Yinghua, he has quite a few plumes. Viper's now out to another town center. Look at the build difference. Viper's only 9 behind. It's not the worst. Yeah, T90s were definitely my favorite boots, and when I first started just playing Age of Empires, my name was T90XVI. And I didn't know, because people knew me amongst friends, I didn't know what to change my name to. I thought of a million different names. Could have been like T90 Empires, but I mean, Zero Empires was there. It's just like so lame. Thinking back, like T90s are really bad for a lot of different reasons, but I'm here now. But I just didn't know, so I slapped an official on the end of it, took out the Roman numerals, and called it a day. Viper's gonna get in here. There's a Maginot from Yinghua. And we're gonna see how this shot goes and how close Viper is paying attention to this. Oh, he's not paying attention. Oh, I lied. He is paying attention. Yinghua needs to repair this, or Because just imagine if Viper's able to pick up this Mangonel. Meanwhile, plumes are here from Yinghua. He's actually killing a couple villagers, killing one. Viper seems pretty safe. Seems pretty content with this. Yinghua's exposed. He didn't stonewall that area, so it's looking bad for him. But oh, 2 Mangonels now against Viper. Is he gonna have the godlike micro that we know? Because he's killed. Oh my gosh, he's killed the 1 Mangonel. He's microing now. He needs to focus down the villagers or run away, and he's running away. It wasn't too great in the end. Just 1 for 1 with the Mangonels. A little bit of idle time. But I was ready for Viper to start microing like crazy. There's another castle from Yinghua. This is disgusting from Yinghua. There's walling and then there's turtling. Like, just disgusting. But can you blame him? Because his map is so good for it. Now, someone mentioned in the chat maybe 15 minutes ago that this is the only gold for Yinghua. That is true, but there's still probably 20 minutes left of gold left there. He's gonna have to push out here at some point. And that's actually interesting. I wonder if Viper notices that this gold's kind of exposed. The other gold I can't find. I think it's actually this one. Wonder if Viper notices if he controls the middle, he's gonna be in a good spot. Because he's actually ahead in economy now, and I'm sure you remember me talking once the castle age hit for both players. I did not expect this. I did not expect this. I thought Viper's going to be behind, but it's how you use your economy and use your town centers. But that explains it. Yinghua's clicked up to the Imperial Age, and with 2 castles, which means a ton of plumed archers, and Viper's just now getting his first castle up, that's going to be rough for Viper to deal with. And Yinghua could go for another castle as well. Mayans late game, it's normally plumed archers and rams. And if you have 3 castles in the Imperial Age, when your opponent has 1 in the Castle Age, that is a good advantage for you. But Yinghua's economy does seem kind of weak. Pushing out here maybe to that gold, because he doesn't want to go to this one. He just found Viper up on this hill. And Viper's putting his castles both next to each other. I like this. I like this. Yinghua has the eagle there to pick off any bunks Viper might send out. But oh man, Yinghua, don't blow your advantage. Don't blow your advantage. This could be risky. Imagine if he loses his plumed archers here. He'll lose the castle. There's a Mangonel from Viper. The attack ground. It did take off some of the HP of these units. Viper has to know what's happening. He has to know this is important. This is going to be good for Viper. Yinghua is just committing so far forward. Why not put the castle there? He doesn't like the fact Viper has this hill, that's for sure. That is for sure. And maybe he's going to run out here now. But certainly good response from Viper. And Viper doesn't have the defense upgrades. Yinghua does. Yinghua just pushed out there too quickly, in my opinion. He's just running away there. Mangonel still there from Viper. A Scorpion, which is cheaper. Not as effective, but it is good. It does lower the HP of units. Viper's on his way up to Imp now as well. Yinghua's about to hit. And there are the Rams. I don't get why he wouldn't just protect this area. See, Viper, like I said last game, he's kind of going late game. I don't want to say DM in this game, but late game mode, where he wants to secure all the resources. And if you look at his castles, they're in a perfect position. They're on the hills, and they're securing golds. So he knows what's going on here. He does have a slight economy advantage. And now the Scorpion, and oh, nice micro from Yinghua here. Look at that, just pulling that 1 plumed archer away from the Mangonel. I think he's gonna out-micro all of this in the end. That was well done. Just that little pull from that plumed archer really impressed me. So now Viper has the hill. He has a ton of stone as well. Does he have anything to combat the Rams? Because Yinghua, he has a lot of capped Rams, and these castles could go down quickly. Viper needs to be careful here. This is an important time for him. He needs to protect this. We even have Trebs coming out as well, or 1 Treb. Pretty close game, I think. Viper will clean this up. He has plumed archers coming around town. Gonna clean this up. I wonder if we're gonna see another attempt at a castle from Yinghua. No, he's going out to that gold, and Viper's putting up another castle in a great position. So he is really putting on a show with map control. But I'm not sure how he's going to fare against the Rams. You need your own Rams, or you need Mangonels behind the castles, and he doesn't have that. That's a lot of capped Rams. He could lose... Well, he'll lose this castle if he doesn't get units over here, and then he's going to have time to respond for these two, which are more important because that hill's there right next to his wood line, and there's two of them there, obviously. A siege ram's coming in from Yinghua. This is going to be hard for Viper to stop. This castle's going down. I think Viper's just recognizing it's going to go down, recognizing it's a gunner, and he's going to flee. He has a lot of plumes. I'm wondering what his response will be, though, because the siege rams are just so strong in a Mayans war. I'm looking at his siege workshops. He's going with the Mangonel. He could go Onager. But he needs more food for that. He needs more siege workshops. Viper out here with plumed archers, killing villagers as well. Well done from Viper. He has 18 more villagers. This is... The next couple minutes here are big for Viper as the siege rams come in. Because what happens is the siege rams, they tank the arrow fire. And then everything from behind fires. The Trebs, the plumed archers, and elite plumed archers coming in for Viper. He's gonna fight with the villagers, I think. This is actually a good time to do so. A little bit of friendly fire. This is a good time to do so because the plumed archers aren't there from Yinghua. He has more upgrades, but as you can see, I just feel like the siege rams are going to be too strong in the end. Viper needs to micro every single shot because the siege rams are there. He's got to fight with villagers to take these out. Siege rams are what Viper needs, or he needs Onager, and he doesn't have it. There's so many siege rams, and Yinghua, even lacking upgrades in comparison to Viper, is going to win this fight. He's deploying the Trebs now. Viper's getting capped ram out of this siege workshop, which is not ideal. All these villagers, like, he has the villager advantage, but they're all exposed attacking the rams. Mangonel going after the Trebs, just trying to keep these castles up. So close, because if Yinghua throws these rams away, even if he gets his castle down, that's a huge loss in the fight because Viper has elite plumed archer. Yinghua's getting chemistry now. Oh man, this is so crazy. Is this castle gonna go up? Or stay up, sorry. I think it's gonna go down for sure with the siege rams there and the Trebs, and now the repairs coming in from Yinghua. A lot of action. Is really hard to follow as Viper continues to repair. I'm looking at the HP. He's gonna keep this up for now. He needs to focus down these Trebs, and Viper miraculously going to push the Trebs away, keeping the map control on this side. He might even pick off one very close to it. Wow. And now he knows what he needs. He needs capped rams. Onager's too expensive now, so he's going capped rams. He already has capped ram researched.
Shot it.
Viper's gonna have to make a decision now because he hasn't been the one attacking, so he's gonna have to make a decision. Where is he going to attack? That Treb's a goner now. Not sure why that was deployed. Yinghua probably thinking he was beneath his castle, so he was fine. Viper is actually still attacking the plumed archers. He's receiving castle fire. Viper's economy really took a hit there. His map control is still pretty good. On the right hand side's pretty good. Yinghua pushed out to the left. But siege ram is 1,000 food. It's gonna be rough. But the one thing that Yinghua did is he didn't get elite plumed archer, which is pretty food costly. So he got siege ram first, and as you can see, the siege rams got pushed back. There's not many of them left, so it's like Viper chose to get elite plume, and oh, he has villagers down here. Viper chose to get elite plume instead of siege ram, and maybe he'll get siege ram next. He's getting closer to 1,000 food. Now with 2 siege rams here from Yinghua, I don't think he's going to even be able to do much, as Viper's now behind and making an interesting decision to sit beneath the castle, but he's going to keep the plumed archers away. Capped rams from Viper going to attack these siege rams from Yinghua. Is he going to save his Trebs? I think he's going to save. He's going to kill the one ram. Probably going to lose that Treb, but Pretty good engagement from Viper. He's sending out his own rams. This is turning around really quickly into Viper's favor. Villagers now repairing right next to the plumed archers. They're going to go down and just waiting for siege ram from Viper. Still no elite plume. Oh no, he did get elite plume. Yinghua did get elite plume. But regardless, I think even with the capped ram, Viper has a good advantage. And Squires coming in from Yinghua. Why is he getting Squires? He doesn't have any other barracks. I don't think he's going to be pushing out with Eagles. But sometimes in late game, if there's a lot of gold on the map, you will see that. These guys are just trying to secure all that gold now. Both players with fully upgraded plumed archers. I did notice that Yinghua just got thumb ring as well, which is really late. And I saw a lot of resources disappear from Yinghua. He's selling these resources. Both players are selling resources. And that leads me to believe that they're going to just fully invest in wood and gold. Because once siege ram comes in for both players, it's just all wood and gold. Siege rams, the plumed archers, and that's all you need. The trebs, that's it. Viper's losing villagers here on stone. That's unfortunate for him. Now Viper has siege ram coming in, so he should be good. We'll have to pay attention to how many farmers these guys have, but I'm guessing they're not gonna make many more. It's all about the siege rams here, because you can have, we saw it before, you can have even half the amount of plumed archers as your opponent, but if you have more siege rams, it soaks up all that arrow fire and it really helps you out. But Viper's going for the push now, right when siege ram comes in. Ooh, the trebs are exposed. We're gonna see the siege rams microed. Viper has a lot more of them. The trebs are going down, well at least one of them is. And like I said, these plumed archers, they just cannot deal with the siege rams. But Viper's just going for the castle. He's deploying another treb. This one could deploy. This is an important area for Yinghua. He has a lot of wood, another castle, another gold there. I'm looking at Viper's siege rams. I find it such an interesting decision that he went for the castle and not Yinghua siege rams. Because now he's down in the siege ram count. But if he sends out more and takes the castle out finally, he's going to be in a better position. Secures that gold. The map control for Viper just seems to be better right now. A lot of plumes from Yinghua on the left. I'm not sure why they're there. Doesn't make any sense. Look at the military difference. There's not a lot in it, but Yinghua has like 20-30 units on the right-hand side. Viper has the hill. It really does get boring at this point in the game. Like, they should make Onager cheaper in 1v1 Mayans Wars so we could just see a couple big shots, because it's just a bunch of siege ram micro. It's boring as a spectator, but it's a lot of hard work as a player, and it's exactly what you need to do. Siege ram's continuing to come in. Viper, the good thing for him is he has the trebs. If you can take out the production buildings, the siege workshops, you're not going to see any more siege rams coming out of those guys. Oh my gosh, a lot of villagers down on the right. Viper needs to be careful. He needs to probably send his own plumed archers to defend. And that's going to be a lot he needs to send back. But maybe it's really not something he needs to do. He could do an equal amount of damage or more at Yinghua's base. He has more plumed archers. He has siege rams. There's only one for Yinghua. It's almost down. Viper's paying attention, and oh man. I feel like Viper's in a good spot. If he can clear out this army, then Yinghua's probably gonna really lose hope for this game. Especially if that castle gets focused down by these trebs. As so many villagers are in line of fire. No siege rams from Yinghua. I don't think he has any siege workshops in the back, and there's the GG. Just think about that. Viper played really well this game. Like, Yinghua had an amazing map. An amazing map. Like, walled off on the right-hand side, Viper never really went into his base at all. The exception of, like, that one crossbow army in the Mangonel. That was well played from Viper. He didn't stone wall either. He was just palisade walls. He just got the map control on the hills and kind of waited. There was a couple moments where I thought Viper was going to lose it, like right here with the fights, but he prevailed. That was well played. That was a good game, too. It was a little bit of a longer game, like I said. I really enjoyed that one. Take a look at the achievements. Military count, Viper ahead. You see the resources collected, Viper ahead with the gold and the wood, which is what you need for the production of the things that they were using, the plumed archers, the trebs, the rams, and then 1k more stone as well for Viper, which is good. Technologies, all that stuff. Villager count. In the end, Viper did have more villagers for a while, but I don't think that was really significant. I think Yinghua, like, he made more farms here. Maybe it was, but that wasn't a game changer.